Family is Namsa here at Tinkosi Talk Shows. Find your own voice, lead from within. I'm sorry, guys. Today we had to do the talk show at 4 p.m. I had exams and I have not slept since. What's the day today? The last time I was in bed, it was the 14th. Yeah, the 14th. So I'm hoping to have a good night's sleep and just rest. I had loads of exams to do, so but yeah, it's all done. So we are here today, Claudia. So our topic today is eight universal laws. Claudia, would you like to explain the universal laws?
Yes, absolutely. I picked this topic because it's just not, yeah, it's just not much we talked about, I think. We just mentioned it briefly in some of the topics, but actually I thought it would be good as well to just look to highlight them a bit, at least some of the major ones or some of the popular ones, so that we get to understand as well a bit more about them and how we can actually as well bring them into our lives, especially as well in regards to manifesting and to getting, like to where it is we want to be going. Because in the end, as well, manifestation ultimately is about partnership. Okay. It's just like it's about partnership, and we are in partnership with the divine or the universe or God as well. So basically, as well, with the universal laws that have been created as well in our beautiful universe. And manifesting and going for everything we desire, it isn't all about us, but like at the end of the day, it is that we start the process so that we understand as well that we are the creator of our desires, of our life, and so on as well. So it does start within us, and then it goes in according with the laws and with the universe or God as well, however we want to refer to it as well. So I want the audience as well to understand how they get the universal laws to respond to them. So how do they actually respond to us, and that they actually as well do respond to us. And at the end of this talk as well, that we have some ideas how we can apply some of these laws as well within our life. So it's just like, yeah. And one crucial thing is as well to understand the audience, and we hear this all over again, that we get to hear that the how is not our job, because here it is as it is, it's the partnership as well with God or the universe as well. So it is our job to know the what it is we would like to have and the why it is we want those things. But in the end as well, and then we keep the ball rolling and have this beautiful, like hand in hand where we work together. So this is how I wanted as well to be a bit like, yeah, to have this session about. So, Nomsa, you and I, we chose a few basic or common laws as well, yeah? So, with which one shall we start? Just to highlight it a bit more, explain a few things around it.
You can start with the law of cause and effects. It's
Okay.
fine. We can start with that. I just want to say what
Mhm.
Claudia has said as well.
Mhm.
That yes, we are the creator of our destiny. The how we're gonna get there, it does not matter. I never anything that I do in life. I never have the how. I don't carry the how with me. I just carry the unknown. I just go completely blinded, not knowing uh, where I'm going, but I have the idea in my head that this is where I'm going, and I always get there. Is it easy? It's not easy sometimes, but you just have to know that when you actually connect yourself with God. God is the universe. The earth is God. God is the creator of the universe. However you see it, however you translate it, when you actually tell yourself that I'm just gonna go with the unknown, I'm just gonna enjoy the process of following my dreams, my desires, no matter how tough life gets, I'm just gonna keep going until I get there. Guys, I've not slept for 2 days. I had 12,000 words to write. Poor Shireen, she was helping me as well. And yeah, I've not slept. I've got children, and I'm still have to do the things that I want to do. My children, I don't use my children as an excuse to get to where I need to be. So yes, let's start with the laws
Yeah, so the law of cause and
of
effect,
cause of
right? Yeah,
effects.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure as well that we have heard of this law, and yeah, it's just like the law of cause and effect, and also known as the law of karma. So basically, it does state that everything, so that every effect has a cause, and every cause has an effect. So the energy that you send out will boomerang basically back and return to you. So it's a bit like, yes, just this is why as well it is recommended as well to be aware as well. So to be aware what what are your actions, what are your words as well, how are you acting as well, so how are you behaving as well out in your world, in co-creation as well within the society and the people and the relationships as well in your life, because everything will come back to you, sometimes as well with a delay, but eventually it will come, the same essence will come back to you. So you can easily as well see when you look outside in your life right now where you have some areas where you don't agree with what is happening for you at this time and day as well, or some relationships as well where you are not happy how they are being, yeah, played out for you in your life as well. So, and hopefully then as well, you can do some reflection and understanding of where you have been here the cause of this effect, or when as well, like in the past, previously you did behave, or you were the cause of this effect, what is going on as well for you right now in specific areas as well, or in a specific area in your life. How do you do it with the law of cause and effect, Nomsa? How do you work with it? Yeah. What do you, yeah?
Oh yeah, I like it when it says every action that we take has every action in our lives that has consequences,
Mhm.
whether is it positive, whether is it negative. So is very very important when you make a decision and be prepared of taking the responsibilities and be prepared to face the consequences. Like today, we are at Ngozi talk shows. We have to be prepared to face the consequences of the outcome. Some people might throw at us and say, "We don't like your talk show." That means we're telling ourselves that whatever you bring, the universe bring, we are prepared to put up with it until we get to where we need to go. So it's very, very, very important. Whatever you put it out there, it always come back to you either way. So just do what you do first. Do the things that you want to do in life. I always say, like every time when I listen to my pastors, what I love about them is they always say when you pray for manifesting for whatever the breakthrough you're looking for, always avoid anger. Make sure that you don't get angry with somebody. If somebody comes to you and they're angry, make sure that you just, when they belittle you, make sure that you look at them in the eye and say, I'm sorry. And they always say, because whatever we do in life, it will always come back. Like when I was going through whatever I was going through, the condemnation with Lucifer, he had to play back the memories of my ancestors. Bear in mind, they've died a long time ago, like 10 generation. The sense whatever they did, it was like rolling over whatever they did. So then I realized that actually every action that we do on earth is actually recorded on earth. So when you say I'm not enough, so all that is recorded. So what outcome do you want to achieve when you're saying, okay, when I get married, I want to meet the love of my life one day, but then you believe in your heart that you're not enough. So do you think that what results are you will you get if you're doubting yourself? So for me, people always talk about I'm not beautiful, I'm not good enough, I'm too old. But I always say, what is beauty anyway? Tell me what is beauty. Beauty, what's on the inside of a person is greater than what's on the outside. And people they label themselves in so many ways. But whatever you guys do, if you're watching these talk shows and everything that we talk about here at Tinkosi Talk Shows is the journey that we ourselves have gone through it. And we manifested things. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't work. And about do we give up, Claudia?
No, no, you keep
No.
going because there will always stuff, like we will be always working for others, yeah, stuff, every one of us, yeah,
Yeah,
it's always being
giving
something,
up is not an option.
yeah, mm,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
it's it's not
mm,
an option. You just put the negative attitude out there. And mostly the love. When you love somebody, I always hear people saying, um, just hang out with those who wants to hang out with you and things like that. And sometimes they say, um, you can like when we speak like motivational things, we say in your environment, make sure that the people that you hang out with, they are in the same level as you. But at the same time, we're all human. The people that we are not in the same level as well, they can. My friends build my business. Honestly, when I'm talking to people, I get ideas. They are not in my level, but I talk to them, but they are helping me to build my business unknowingly. So whoever you hang out with, or whatever you do in life, always come back. What do you think, Claudia?
mhm. Yes, 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 because as well the people and everything outside, yeah, yeah. Can we go to the next law? A law actually I very much like is the law of correspondence. It's like basically, I like to refer it as well as the mirror law. Basically, everything outside is a reflection, is a mirror of what is going on inside of you. And and this has been this law has been already around for long, long time ago. And there is a very famous book. It's the book of the Seven Hermetic Laws. This is a very old, ancient, traditional book as well, where you have like the seven laws, the very famous ones explained as well. And back then as well, there was a priest and a philosopher as well with the name Hermes Trismegistus, and he is the one who quoted back then as below as above, so below, as within, so without. So I'm sure many of us have heard this quote before, and this is where the quote stems in regards to the law of correspondence, that everything outside is a reflection of you inside. So basically, yeah, when you don't like something outside, as in the people you are meeting, how they talk to you, how they treat you as well, it's just like the cause is not outside. It's not for you to change outside the cause. It's you to look within and to see how and why have you created and attracted as well those situations, aka as well those people into your life. So basically, as well, you wouldn't change outside the reflection if you don't like something. You go within and yeah, it's just like you ask yourself as well questions, and then you would as well get, hopefully, as well, if you practice it long enough as well, you get the answers because we are tuned in as well, and you would have as well the guidance and the intuition as well, that you get the answers as well inside of you. So basically, whatever is happening in your physical reality has a spiritual cause as well, and a root, and the root is within you. What's your take onto this yeah aspect of the law of a correspondence?
Like the law of correspondence,
Mhm.
Claudia, because is you know when we do things, um there are different things like that exist in this world, and we have to know what we want in life, and also the law of correspondence. It means, like, when we are here on earth, everybody has an assignment that they are assigned to do on earth, and you have to know what is your assignment while you are here on earth. Like for me, I'm learning so many things that we human beings will limit ourselves so much. It's like, if you know the things that you want to do in life, the universe can actually correspond with your desires, and whatever you desire, you tell the universe that this is my desire, this is what I desires. And when we are born, like when you were born, we all have stars. We have 7 stars. Some people, not everybody, some people have 7 stars. That means they're natural gifted. It means that everything flows, it comes with the flow. There are some people who struggle, they have to study for things. Like if they want to achieve something, they have to study, because in their head they've told themselves that they are not good enough. But there are some people that they are natural, they believe in themselves, they put themselves out there to achieve whatever they want to achieve. And then we have a horse. A horse is a horse of success. And but sometimes some people, they will stop riding that horse. When you are riding your horse, that means you're succeeding. But at the same time, the universe has different energy, different galaxies. Sometimes Lucifer can actually stop you um, to actually succeeding. He can actually stop from the third heaven. There is two from the second heaven. God is in the third heaven. Lucifer is in the second heaven. So in the second heaven is where the blessings, like when every speaker says, if you go to the graveyard, and you go to the graveyard, that's where millions, billionaires and millionaires are there, never accomplish their dreams. Go to the graveyard, you can find any talented people who have never really achieved their goals. But Lucifer has authority as well to stop you to play with your goals and say you can't. But then, because everything is all about the universal, the law, you can actually speak. That's why the words that we speak in our mouth, they are very, very important. You can actually speak and tell the universe, what do you desire the universe to do in your life? And what are you going to do to the universe? You can make a promise to the universe, to God, and say, God, if you bless me, like intelligent, if you bless me, I promise to look after Claudia, or I promise to look after the poor. That's why they say correspondence, like you give and take, you receive, you give, you receive, you give. So you can't just be somebody that wants to succeed and just want to receive. God gets angry when you're selfish. So you just have to know how to play with these laws. And once you know how to play with these laws, and just keep going, and just keep celebrating. And I'm learning actually to actually speak the laws in the universe to God, to actually put my case out there. Success, obviously, I want to succeed in life, so I'm learning how to communicate with the universe. I did that with my relationship. When my life was messed up with the relationship, I did communicate with the universe and God, and what I needed, what I wanted moving forward. And God is a God that listens, is a God that loves unconditional, and the universe loves us unconditional. When it comes to moving forward, I don't know about you, Claudia, about your beliefs. When it comes to success, or when it comes to anything on earth, there is no such thing as I'm not enough or I'm not qualified. God can qualify you for something that you are not even qualified. I had this guy in church yesterday. He was sharing a testimony that his daughter, she was manifesting, and she decided to walk away from her job in the bank. And he was like, why? He said he could not understand, and she said, yes, I feel that it's time for me to go. And she left the work. And he said the job that she's got now, she's working in the city bank, and she got salary 10 times to what she was earning. And he said, honestly, he said, I could not understand how can she make that decision? How did she know? Sometimes we know. Inside of us, we know. But we get scared. Imagine if she had got scared. She knew that she had to make some changes in her life. She knew that she had something was calling her, miracles were calling her. She knew she had to leave this thing that it seemed so good, so wonderful, but the job wasn't enough. But she thought it was enough. But then she left. She made a decision. She left her job, and everyone called her crazy. And she got even a bigger one 10 times. Imagine you're earning 100 grand and somebody says, I want to give you 1 million. Would you come and work with me? So it does happen, guys. I'm not just saying it. It does happen.
And that's a very good example as well, this very one, which leads us to the law of compensation. The law of compensation states that we are compensated in direct proportion to the value we add to the world. And this value is added to the world through our gifts and talents and passion. And when we really, really like what it is we are doing, and as well through our energetic blueprint, because as you said as well earlier, we all came here because you did say we have an earth assignment, Nomsa, and I like to call it energetic blueprint. Okay, so we all have come here for a reason. And when we align with this reason why we are here, like in your example as well, you know, she had the calling, she just knew this is not what I do want to be doing any longer. I would like, I feel more drawn to this thing. And this is as well then what she has been agreed as well to, to do, and where the talents and creativity, everything is coming out more. And then she got compensated as well for it. So that's a very good example for the law of compensation. And the law of compensation as well, yeah, it's the energetic blueprint why you are here. And just like align with it as well, and then you get the compensation for it. But the thing is as well, you have to like what it is you are doing as well. And this applies as well for if you are a stay-at-home mom. Absolutely. So it doesn't mean you have to go out there and find the next job or something. No, if you are a stay-at-home mom and you really align truly with this choice of yours as well, and you don't feel guilty or something, or you don't listen to the others that you are only worth when you're out there and you have a career and something on. So disconnect yourself from these beliefs. If you really feel inside of you, and this is what you desire to be doing, and you see the value as well, what you are doing within your children as well, and your grandchildren as well. When you're so focused on this is as well so compensated. I'm just getting goosebumps right now, like, yes, with the law of compensation as well. And the self concept plays an important role as well within the law of compensation, because when you see, no matter what it is, you are out there in your career, or you the coach, or you are the stay-at-home mom, your self-concept, when you see the value of what it is, what you were doing, then you get as well, like it's going to be reflected as well with the law of compensation. Beautiful example as well, where she chose a different career path, and she got like so much more rewarded for it. Yeah, that's the law of compensation.
Yeah, you and also when you do something like it, what Claudia just said, you don't do something because you want to be rewarded for it. Just when you do something in the name of love,
Yeah.
in the name of the dance, when you actually just dance your own song, your character, and you just put yourself out there to help others. Like myself, what made me survive Lucifer was none of my friends knew what I was going through. But because I knew that the angel of God was protecting me, he was there for me, everything, the love that I could feel every single day. So whatever I was going through, I couldn't talk about it. I would just go put myself out there, help those who needed help, and just help my friends and help my family. And that is so powerful when you actually, okay, you look at yourself or you see the problems that like, this is what I'm going through, but I'm not going to focus on this problem. I'm just gonna put myself out there and help others. Don't expect anything in return. When I met my mom got married with my stepdad. My stepdad comes from a very, very rich family, and they some of them don't accept children from outside. There are those family who are so weird, and but now they're okay. Cause and then I met my stepdad, and what I when I started talking to my stepdad, from his background and my background, so he accepted me as his child, and we started talking. My mom had his own ideas about how I should live my life. So then I'm getting told, I'm listening to both of them. He says to me, he's got money. He says anything that you want to achieve in life, you can achieve it. It will help you to succeed in whatever ways. I was like, so you can help me to succeed. So here's me going to speak to him now one on one, and I was like, these are my dreams that I want to achieve. So can you help me to achieve? But because my stepdad he had kids as well, so he didn't know that his date of death had already been assigned. A few years later, he was going to leave the earth. So he prepared his life like for him, his children, everything. He just by accepting me in that life, I became his angel. So he was like, I'll do anything for you. Whatever you want to do, I'll do anything for you. So I was like, okay. Then I was like, here's my dreams and make it come to pass. I just want to travel. Honestly, my stepdad made me rich to travel. I was like, yeah, you go, I'll help you. And then I was like, and then I left home. When I arrived in the UK, when I left home, he was like, look at your shoes. And I was like, what's wrong with my shoes? And it was like, just rip your shoes off, rip your shoes off. So what he had done is he had prepared an investment for me. And then he had gone to I don't know if I had lost my shoes. So he had gone to the shoe place, asked them to open my shoes. And they opened my shoes and they put my investment in there, my card to put it in there, and they sealed it in. So when I arrived, he was like, open your shoes. And I was like, okay. So I opened my shoes. So here's me. I realized I'm rich. So it was like, I didn't want to tell you because I wanted to see how much you want this. And now that you are there, I can see this is how much you want it. So you have something to start over your life. You cannot blame us. And I was so ever so grateful. And then that's how I began my life, my journey. But then when he died, I was like, okay, it's my dad. So I was like, I realized the importance of giving. But if he had treated me really bad, I would never had to accomplish the things that I have accomplished. I've had so many testimonies. It's like my pastor, he has churches around the world. So he says he came to the UK to study. He says that the day he came to the UK, his testimony, he saw this newspaper, the advert, and when he saw the advert about the scholarship, the advert had already expired, so he just took it and went to that office anyway. And he said one of the people there in the office, they chased him away, so he left. When he left, he found, as he was going out, he found the guy now who was working there. And the guy says, what are you doing here? They didn't know each other. And he was like, I just came here for scholarship. He was young. And he said, oh, okay. So he takes the poor boy and then he goes to the guy who gives the scholarship because, by the way, this is my brother. And the guy goes, I don't know you. He goes, this is my brother. I know the scholarship is finished, but can you help him? So that's how he got his scholarship. He came to the UK and he became one of the big millionaires. He's worth millions and millions now. Now the guy that he helped him, so he comes back now because he has a big church. He comes back. So on TV screen, he sees the guy giving a testimony, and now he's chasing everyone because his church has got thousands and thousands of people. He goes, that guy that was giving a testimony, can you go and all go and find him? So the pastors, everyone is searching for the guy, and then they find the guy. But the guy had forgotten about him, that because he was young when he gave the scholarship. He was young, he didn't know it was him. So he says, do you remember that child that you gave a scholarship? And the guy says, yeah, I remember him. And he says, can you remember that child now? And he says, no. And that guy, and then he says, it's me. And that moment, apparently, he had to change his life as well. He has to change his lifestyle. He had to give him wealth. He was like, I am that child that you change your life. So everything, guys, that we do in life, we get it back. And whatever we do, never ever deny yourself or look at somebody and say, this person, they are better than me. Therefore, I cannot go and approach them because you don't know how the universe works. Claudia explained to them how the universe works. Do you know it's like when you're single and you're looking for this nice person you want to get married, or if you're looking for work, looking for promotion, the angel of God can actually come and whisper you and say, maybe go to London. And you'll be like, London? Why something tells me to go to London? Why do I have to go to London? To meet your helper. Maybe you meet your helper at the train station. Just that's how the universe works. Claudia?
Yeah, yeah. You just brought actually two laws within here, actually, within your example. One is the law of oneness. So basically, it states that we are all one and we are all interconnected. And what is possible for one is as well possible for us. So when we see something in someone, we like, or we like what it is they're doing or what they have achieved as well, it shows us as well this is possible for us because we are all one within this law of oneness. And this applies as well for when we feel jealous or envious of someone because they have something we don't have. Feeling jealousy or envious is actually showing us that we have not, that we like as well what this particular person is having or becoming. We like this as well for us, but we have not fully claimed this desire for us. So actually, if we understand as well how to work with jealousy and envy this way, it's fantastic. So that we can use it as well as fuel or motivation to understand as well it's possible for us as well. Okay, yeah. So this is fantastic if we can understand those things to work for us. Yeah.
I had some angry, someone angry over the weekend. So I don't know if you guys have seen the rev competition in the cars. If anyone knows, that competition is real, but it's causing chaos in my house. It's real. So if anyone wants to join it, wants to join it, guys, it's real. You can win a car. So you can go on my Facebook page, or you can just Google it on Google Rev, REV. So Martin put a thing like a ticket, bought a ticket. I don't know what was it. Was it something? Was it? It wasn't the car. Something. And then his friend went and bought a ticket as well. There were 99 tickets sold. So he bought a ticket. His friend won. And he didn't. Oh my God.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
can, you know what? Oh my God. And he didn't even want to. I can't even remember. I didn't even listen to what it was. Uh, and it was like, but he didn't want it. He knew how much I wanted, and now he's selling it on eBay. And I was like, just get over it. You can just keep getting different things. You can win cars, you can win ticket from the football. You can actually put £2 or £3 to win it a car for 29,000 or 100,000 whatsoever. And this guy he keeps winning. I think he's won about four things. He won a motorbike and he won different things. So yeah, I know people who have won different things and camper van as well. So it's real. It's not real. It's not like there's another one but I've never saw anyone winning from the other one. But this one is real. I've seen, and over the weekend I had some angry person in my house, and I was like, it was all about the laws, like celebrating each other, and I
Mhm.
had to remind him to celebrate his friend. It's like it doesn't matter whether he knew that you wanted this thing, but maybe you were not going to win it anyway. So he was like, I bought 3 tickets and I did not win. But he just goes, I tell him that I've just put a bet on it, and he just goes and put his 1 ticket, and then he just now he's got it. I was like, oh God. So, yep. So, guys, if you're watching, please go to Rev. If you need a car, you want to change your car, you can win it. Lucas has won about 4 things. At first, I didn't take him serious, but he kept winning. He kept winning. Or sometimes he wins something like a motorbike for 7,000. He'll just sell it instead of taking the motorbike. He just takes the money, or even the car. But I've started doing it as well. So if I win, guys, I'll let you know. But it's on my Facebook page. You can scroll down and you can just go and Google. It's the universe, the power of the universe. If you feel that, you know what, I need a car, or I need some money, or phones, there's lots of things like kitchen things. You can win anything, and they do competitions. Sometimes they give, you can actually, if you buy tickets, they will keep sending you free tickets. You can win with those free tickets. So it's just the power of the universe.
Yeah,
Somebody wasn't happy.
here it's true. And actually, as well, here it states as well the law of action.
Yeah.
So, like in order for us to bring something into our physical reality from the mental plane, we have to take action. It's like a good example. And we can't just sit at home, light a candle, and just think and pray and say the affirmations and everything and hope that we will get the desired outcome without taking any action. So again, here there's a law of action which states as well that we have to, just like as a physical being, just like do physical action as well in order to get as well our outcome or to get the manifestations as well to us. And here as well is to distinguish in regards to the energy, what type of action are we taking or choosing to take as well. So the energy in which we take the action is determining as well the desired outcome as well. So have you ever taken some action out of fear? I think we all have been in those situations. Okay, so desperation, fear as well, just like, yeah. All those are very low energies. And what outcome did you get as well when you took actions out of those low energies? Usually there are no good outcomes as well. So just like as well, this is why it's important to ideally get inspired actions, okay, like to go and to meditate and to ask as well, or you're just like, yeah, to ask yourself the question, what inspired action is the best for you to take in order to get this reality into your, yeah, 3D world as well, and then you get the answers or the insights, the feelings, whatever it is as well, inspired action word here. So that you can again work hand in hand with the laws and the unis and the universe or God as well. Oh, you are a bit silent.
I'm silent. I'm a big fan of God, and I also believe that we have to take action because we need to give Him something to work with. And also, I'm a big fan of understanding how miracles work. Because there are some people that they believe that you have to have qualifications to achieve this, you have to have this, you have to have this. But where God is, God qualifies you for anything. As long as you desire and you're willing to do the work and you're willing to actually move forward and you're willing to put yourself out there, He's a God of miracle. He will do anything. He will send your helpers from every angle, whatever you desire, whether it's healing, He will do it if you desire it and you don't have second thought about it, or if you desire to succeed. Things might take time, but He is always there to grant you your success. So whatever you want to achieve in life, but you have to understand how the laws work. If you want to succeed in life, you got to understand your character. You got to know who you are, your assignment on earth. Your assignment is not like fighting people or whatever or stealing. Don't steal if you want to succeed. Don't rob people if you have a business. Don't rob people. I always hear people saying, "Oh, when it comes to business, I can claim that, I can claim that." But I'm like, but why do I have to claim it for tax if I've not used it? So all those things, they play a big part in our lives. You see, these billionaires, they don't get become billionaires because they are smart. They understand the laws of the universe, how the universe works. There are realms everywhere you can open the realms of intelligence, the realms of joy, anything, success, whatever you want, marriages. People, they'll say, "Oh, I, I, I can't find Miss Right. I can't find Mr. Right. Or I can't find," or sometimes they'll say if they are applying for jobs, they'll be like, "It's a struggle to find a job," and they give up. Where there is struggle, there is success. If you're finding it hard to find Mr. Right, it means that the person that you're searching for is worth more than you can ever imagine. So that gives you a reason to keep searching. That gives you a reason to keep desiring what you desire in life. And also, you have to be that. Your attitude, your character, you got to be everything. I was watching my spouse over the weekend. He was so disturbed that his friend won. I was laughing, and honestly, I just decided to shut up, and I was like, I was so confused. And it was like, he should have known. I was like, no, you know what? On this earth, we put conditions about life. Life is free. When I was the first time when I started doing personal development, I had to deal with jealousy. I had to learn to celebrate people around me. Because when you don't celebrate somebody, if somebody succeeds, it's fine. And which is what, when I was going through Lucifer, that's what he was doing. He will actually pull away my blessings for me to be jealous. And I will sit there and I'll be like, I'm okay. I'm good. I'm not becoming jealousy. You're not going to use me or use my mind to be jealous, to put me on stagnation. And I'll be like, I'm cool. You can bless them. Anything that is blessed with Satan has a price. I'll be like, anything that you give has a price in it. But anything that God, you got to, he has to come. When he gives you something, it means you owe him something. So I was like, anything that you give these people not knowing, that means they owe you. So you can continue torturing them, but I'm not going to be jealous. And I've learned so much through that journey that you got to do you. If you comes with pain, you got to climb that mountain, even if when things are painful, even when life does not make sense. You got to keep climbing it, because the minute you give up is where the veil is open, is where the blessings are. When the day you decide, I don't want to do this, I'm not cut up for this, that means the blessings are there. So I just believe in my heart that if you want something, you gotta go get it. Even if it means going for 100 interviews. Investment, if you wanna start your business, you wanna invest in something, even if you have to go through thousands and thousands of people, just 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 go for it. Just keep doing it and have that strength within you. Sometimes life might not make sense. And also surround yourself with the right people. What do you say about the people we surround ourselves, Claudia, as well?
Absolutely, they influence us, and you do want to be with the right people, or you do want to be with the people as well who have gotten or gone through what it is you desire, so that they can give you as well the real advice about, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Surround yourself with the right people, and also your dreams. If you know that these are your dreams, this is your success. If you know and you've written them down, speak to the universe, speak to God. Not like not like what I'm saying is not like shying away. You can say out loud and speak to God
Mhm.
and say, God, the universe, this is my desire. This is what I desire to do. I don't want to be ashamed. I don't want to, if I'm worshiping you, I want to be somebody. I want to succeed. I want to be the person that people, I just want when people look at me and people know that you exist. And he can do it. God can do it. He can do anything. You know, when I was going through Lucifer, I had few dark angels coming in. But now I'm starting to, there were pastors, there are pastors that are in the realm of the spirit that came to help me. The angels that God used them to actually teach me how to have faith, how to gain my strength. And those pastors were living songs. Like one day when you come across me on YouTube, you will know it was me. Or one day when you listen to me when I say these words, you will know it was me. And there's one pastor that I found on YouTube, and he kept talking and he kept talking. I was like, you came to my aid. And we met before. I met him before, you know, like all those things. That's how the universe works.
Mhm.
Just understand how the universe does not read that you can talk about your problems as a testimony. Like for me, when I talk about my problems, I talk about them as a testimony. But I can tell you this. Um, when I left my dad, my mom and my dad, they lived in separate cities. And I used to sing with my granddad, and then I moved in with my mom. When I moved in with my mom, I just hung out with my mom before I started traveling. And then in my family now, my mom's family now, they see me do the things that I do, and they're like, "You, we never knew that you could do this." I'm like, "You've never asked." For me, I'm somebody like you. When I meet somebody, sometimes I'm so grateful to God that I can see the things that I do and see that sometimes I'm being guided to do these things. I wouldn't, on my own, I don't think I would have been able to do it by myself. So there's some things like when I enter somebody's life, I don't talk about myself. I do the assignment. I don't,
Mhm.
sometimes I don't even know why I'm there, but I end up helping that person. And once I help them, I leave. And then when I leave, or sometimes there are some people that like who have never met me, or sometimes I have my business, I meet people in London and they'll be like wanting this. I go and sit with somebody. If they don't ask me what I do, I don't talk. I would just keep talking and helping them out. And then just before I leave, I'll be like, and then I'll be like, hang on a minute. You've not said what do you do for work, by the way? Then that's when I explain myself. But I have this attitude where wherever I go, I already know about myself anyway. So sometimes I don't talk about myself. I'll talk about my business, but sometimes I will just listen to that person and do my assignment, what I'm there to do, and help that person and then move on. So there are some people out there, even on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on Instagram, whatever you desire to do in life, God can connect you with your helpers. You can say the prayer, God, connect me with my helpers. Make my helpers to remember me that there is NOMSA out there who they are meant to help. And you will find that whatever you go through in life, you find somebody on LinkedIn contacting you and say, for some reason, I just failed to contact you. And they'll be like giving you something and giving you this and giving you this. So those are the understand the law of the universe. When we go through something, don't give up on things. When problems are presented to you, I don't know, Claudia, have you ever been in a situation where you are like, this mountain is so big? I don't even know how I don't know how I'm gonna climb it, but I'm just gonna trust God that I can do this. And then you climb that mountain, and then you look back and you are like, what if I had stopped? Have you ever been in that situation, Claudia?
Yes, absolutely. And this is where hope comes in and faith as well, and just understanding as well that you are always being guided and so much loved on the other side, and they know your name as well,
Oh
they know
yeah.
all our names. Okay, yes. So there's so many beings as well on the other side, and they're looking after us, and God has a plan as well. Okay, yeah. And there's always a plan for us, and then our job is as well, yeah, is to trust, and yeah, just like to yeah, and to do the next steps in regards to where we feel we are being guided, and the inspired action as well, like just let yourself guide as well.
Yeah, but you have to allow. Yeah,
Yes,
what Claudia is saying,
yes.
we are guided, we all guided. You have to allow, give the angels permission to actually
Yes,
guide you through to more and more.
yes, yes, yes,
We
absolutely.
are all destined to be something.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
But then in life comes in our destiny, there's good things that are written. But then life comes in and then things change. But don't let people change your destiny. There are some people who will look you down. They will belittle you. They'll look at you and they'll belittle you. For me, there's this attitude that I always say. I look at people and I'm like, who are you judging me? You are not my God. I don't say that out loud. I look at them and I say, who are you judging me? You are not my God. Whatever I can do, whatever I believe that I can do, if God believes in me, I do it. Honestly, I will do it. I will do it. If I believe that I can do something, I will do it. Sometimes my family, they'll look at me and say, Mamsa, you're crazy. If I tell them this is what I want to do, you're crazy. They'll say you're crazy. Or sometimes I have this thing where if I'm solving a problem, if I'm having a problem, I will just have this thing in my heart that says, stand still, not now. So I would just be in that still moment. But in my heart, I know that there is power out there that I believe. There's power that is bigger than me, that is above everybody, that it can actually help me to be the woman that God created me to become. And everything that I'm saying, guys, I'm not just speaking. I have gone through the journey of life. I have experienced life. I found myself being squashed, like feeling the bones are being squashed. by the angel of darkness. And this is where I look at myself. I'm like, whatever God will be, let it be. I still believe in me. I believe in myself. I believe that there is a reason why I'm on earth. And no one is going to change my story. Only God can change my story in me. No one can do that. So you just have to believe. Anything else, Claudia, you want to add?
Yeah, it's just like, please take some time as well to reflect on what we have discussed today, some examples of the laws, how they can show up as well in your life as well, and see as well how they already did show up for you in your life. And then it's just like, from here on, just if you can fine tune into your energy, and how can you make use of what we shared today as well, so that you can create what it is you most desire in your life.
Yeah, just if it is a promotion that you want and you feel that you're not qualified for it, ask, let God be the judge of it. Whatever is in your heart, any dream that you have ever dreamed of, it can come to reality. You just have to believe. You have to have strength. You know, when you're watching like athletics, when they're running, like let's say when they're playing football, there's a loser, there is a winner. So a loser, somehow there's got to be a loser. So you got to look at your life and say, if I don't do this, how is my 5 years going to look like? If I don't go for what I want, how am I going to know if I'm going to succeed?
Yeah.
And when you do take that task, whatever you take, nothing is easy. Everything comes with a price. The price of joy or the price of tears that comes with joy. Some people they just succeed. Some people they might say, Nomsa, it's easy for you to sit there and not knowing my story. Yeah, I don't know your story. I'm just Nomsa. I know my story. But if you're still living, that means you can still rewrite your story. That's my belief anyway, guys. I always believe in myself. And if you want to know about me, guys, everything that I say here, ask my mother. Sometimes I scare my parents with the decisions that I make. I get up in the morning and I'm like, I'm doing this. And they're like, no, you're not. I'm like, yes, I am. And they're like, you know, qualify. I'm like, with God, I didn't qualify. Here's me, here's then, and then I'll be like, God, let's do the work. Then we do the work, but I have to be prepared to do the work, to learn whatever I want to do. Bring it on. So, guys, and 6 minutes past 5 tomorrow, we are here at 1 p.m. So I wasn't here today because I've not slept since the last time I went to bed. It was Friday. I went to
Gosh.
bed on Friday for 4 hours, and that was my last sleep. I've been at work on Saturday, Sunday, doing my assignment. I had 12,000 words that I needed, but I managed to do that. Now I'm here. Tomorrow we going to be we back as normal, and those who are supporting us, guys, we don't take you for granted. We are so grateful. LinkedIn, we are so grateful to YouTube. We are so grateful. I'm enjoying YouTube actually. YouTube, you know, when you're a YouTuber, you get you get so many things on YouTube. So guys, that's the part of joy being doing the things that you love to do. Did we ever plan to do the talk show, Claudia? Was it part of the plan? It was never. I mean, For
Yeah.
us being here at Nkosi Talk Show, it was never part of the plan, but
Mhm.
lockdown planned it for us.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So whatever you want to do, just say, Gary, I'm ready. Nomsa says, whenever you go through something, is always there. The only person that cannot be in one place, in same places as Lucifer, is an angel of darkness. He cannot be in one place. But God is everywhere, in every galaxy. So you can say, God, Nomsa says you can hear me and you can help me. This is what I am going through. Can you please help me with whatever the situation is that I am going through? And this week, I don't know when I'm going to do this, guys. I'm going to write down the words that you need to speak. And this helps me with everything in my life. I had a chest infection and a cold one day. And then I was like, we were performing Reading Festival. And I was like, I'm going to perform. So I arrived at the performance and the sickness disappears. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? So then I finish singing, and then I get home, then I get worse. But then since that day, I refused to lie down and refused to actually entertain anything. And that's when Claudia, she's talking about the laws and everything. You can tell the law of the universe, what you can tolerate, what you cannot tolerate, and how you want, as long your energy agrees with the universe, because the universe does not agree with the harming. It wants people that are loving and kindness and giving, all those things. So if you guys want to succeed in life, please do connect with us at Ngosi Talk Shows and Hope
Mhm.
Spring, an introduction agency. We have different coaches from all walks of life, and subscribe to our channel as well, and follow us on our Facebook, social media. And God bless. We will definitely see you tomorrow at 1 p.m.
Bye bye.
Bye. Live with